Sports Arena ice.
San Fran has really done a good job so far of slowing this game up, and that's what they want to do. They know the Ice Dogs have that advantage of team speed, and the game seems to be just kind of, the tempo is not been going the same pace. It's really slowed up, and they're jamming it up in the neutral zone.
I am glad you brought that up because it was a very quick tempo in the first period throughout most of the first 20 minutes, and I think the Spiders knew they were fortunate to get out leading. Here's a penalty, and it's going to be on Strawn, who just rode McCrory right down. I believe, is that Strawn?
It's Darcy Martini.
Oh, it's Darcy Martini. Excuse me, it is. It's Darcy. So Martini's going to go into the penalty box. Little rodeo act. And when we come back, Spiders spinning that web on the power play. See you in a minute. Every single game can be heard on the Ice Dogs flagship radio station, KMAX, KMAX FM 107.1 Sports to the Max. Our buddy Ted Sobel, who's doing such a fine job, and we congratulate him on securing the job. He's kind of a lifelong dream for him. And Brett Kurtz bring you every single moment. Sobel, Kurtzy, Ice Dogs hockey on the Max. 107.1. Yep, getting it done is right. Kevin Gallant, by the way, your partner up in San Francisco, stopped by and said hello before the game. Does a great job up there with the Spiders also. You've heard his voice on Prime Sports, too. Underway, power play for the Spiders. They are 0 for 4 on the PP, and only 2 shots in front. Churney clears. Why only 2 shots so far?
One of the things is LA is doing such a good job of pressuring. Another thing, too, not every team, of course, in the league has a Danny Lambera or a Hogan like Las Vegas has, and I think San Francisco really needs that defenseman who can rush the puck, who can, on the power play, be the quarterback, get the puck up the ice, and see right now they've moved John Purvis back into that role.
Here's a chance. In front. Save made. Rebound in front. Karabin had it. He was all alone, and Mikolev made the save. Now wandering out is Littman. Knocks down a man, 2. He's out of position, and he makes a great save as Craigswell tried to score from the far circle. Oh, Littman caught way out of position, but made the diving save, and he held on.
Well, Littman really got fortunate there, but at the other end, Karabin, the newest Ice Dog, he waits. He tried to go 5-hole. He actually had the opening, but he was unable to get it through, and then he gets pushed there and has to give up the puck, and the puck goes to the other end. And here's Littman wandering out of the net. Grimshaw again pressuring the play. Watch this save by Littman as he comes back in the net and puts a glove on it.
David flopping around like a tuna again. Now he's up. Opportunity out in front. Whistler goes high and wide. Poked away by Littman. Bilodeau cannot keep it in. We got some wild action here in the last minute or so, but it's still 3-2 Spiders. And remember, they're on the power play for the next 14 seconds. Cleared, however, by the Ice Dogs, and that should just about effectively kill this man advantage. 5.5 to play in the period. 3 seconds, 2. Back comes Martini.
Ice Dogs back at
shaken, not stirred. He's right back out on the ice. Up the center. Matt Block drives it. Mikolev.
That's really been the difference for them so far, Bill, in that pressuring situation inside the zone. San Francisco doesn't really have that defenseman or that forward that can go back and rag the puck up the ice on the power play situation and distribute it.
Courtney took it right away from Chris. Save made by Littman. Great save as he beat Dave Maley. Maley again, that hit the side of the net. It's not in. Now behind. Center shot, Bullock through the slot again. Another opportunity to go the other way, 2-on-2.
See what happens when you come out and challenge. David Littman didn't stand his net that time. Came way out to challenge. Cut down that angle, made a big glove hand save.
Ever since that soft goal, he has really responded and has played well in the net. I think he probably took it upon himself. Now Smith winds and fires. It's blocked. It's still loose, and Maley clears.
In the situation, 2-on-1 there for Davey Smith. And the shot was not recorded.
Ice Dogs not finishing this afternoon. Smith will just touch it. It should be icing. And is. We'll go all the way down to the other end where the face-off will take place. Before we have the draw, we'll take a short break. Hope you're enjoying it here on Prime Sports. We're live at the Sports Arena. 3-2, Spiders over the Ice Dogs. You made the sign, you made the television. Good work. West Valley YMCA, the junior Ice Dogs. You know, any youngster that wore their jersey here today got in free. Nice little promotion. Trying to expose the Southern California sports community to the straight games. IHL hockey. What you see out here, plenty of home dates at the sports arena for the Ice Dogs. Teams at even strength. 4 minutes remaining. 3-2. It's been a scoreless second period.
Talk about how that second period is slowed up too, and San Fran's been the main cause of that.
Hardy, glove save, Mikolev.
Finally, a shot on net for the Ice Dogs.
And Harpo stepped up, jumped into the play.
Harpo known for his defensive attributes, but lately we've been giving him a hard time because he's really been joining the play offensively. You see the good look there. As Mark jumps up into the play offensively, didn't get great wood on that shot, but at least he put it on net, which is something that hasn't happened lately for the LA Ice Dogs.
Similar shot that Purvis scored on Littman is remembered. Little knuckler that was deflected. That one, however, Corrado Mikolev made the save. Shots on goal evening up a bit. It's now 18-14 Ice Dogs. Bill McDonald alongside Brett Kurtz. Off the draw. Puck slides out the center. Skating back, block. Carabin now. Puts it behind Augusta. Block will just send it right back in towards goal and steered away there by Mikolev.
We talked a few times about that check unit that John Van Boston wanted to experiment with today, and they're out there right now, so it'll be interesting to see. It is now the second period. They've only had a few shifts together, so they're still going to need some more time, probably a couple games to get themselves to gel with each other.
We are speaking of Carabin, Mikolev, Cherney. Here's Purvis going 1-on-5, really, as he's ahead of all of his teammates, and the Ice Dogs were back. He's ridden down, and now the puck rolls to the other end. And this should be an icing. Ice Dogs in the first period had 15 shots. This period, only 3 shots. But before John Purvis, another opportunity, and we will be talking to him. Great guy. I know you're looking forward to having this interview, too.
Yeah, sure. A real good guy. Look at his offensive abilities here. He has a nose for the net. He gets pulled down right there. He's got 8 goals already in this series with these two teams playing against each other. And this being his 6th game, he's got a goal here. And there he gets hauled down right there. No penalties called, but those goal scorers have that ability. They know when they have that lean, they lean in, they know where to go to the net, and they always have that ability to be able to pull the trigger. And see the league-leading goal scorers. And Daniel Shank, of course, the kissing bandit, they call him. Every time he snipes one, he kisses the blade of his stick. Something you'd probably do. So you kiss the microphone after an interview.
I was going to go somewhere with that, but I didn't. I entertained the thought for a minute.
Let's keep it within the boundaries of good taste.
Rimshaw will now take the draw for the Spiders. Craigwell right next to him. 2:59 remaining, second period. We're gonna have another game coming up in a couple of weeks here on Prime Sports. The Phoenix Roadrunners will be in town, the minor league affiliate, or the IHL affiliate, if you will, of the Los Angeles Kings. So that should be a most interesting afternoon. I know a lot of you Kings fans will be wondering, because Jamie Storr, Matt Johnson will be in action. That's in a couple of weeks. Score! Big shot! Mario Doyon beats Littman right side from distance. And it's 4-2, Spiders with 2:41 remaining.
Distance again on a blocker side slap shot by Mario Doyon as he comes into the zone. Again, a pretty harmless looking play as he came in. But I want to see here on the replay, take a look at where David Littman is in the placing. You see right there, he's in his crease. And again, we've talked about this twice now. This shot might be redirect. See if it hits Darcy Martini's stick. I don't think it does.
No, he just beat him cleanly to the stick.
But the key is where David Littman is right there. He's in that blue area, that crease area. And a couple of the shots we've seen David come out and challenge and make some really big saves. And the other times when he's had trouble, it's when he stayed inside the net and he hasn't come out to challenge that shooter. And there was another example of how that happened right there.
It has been an interesting afternoon for Littman and the 3 goals that he has given up, because he's made some very tough saves standing on his head, and then a couple, although certainly not easy, ones that he might be making more often than not.
And as you mentioned, Bill, before, after that one goal, questionable goal that he did let in, he's really picked it up and really come out and challenged.
But now it's a 2-goal game again. An opportunity for the Spiders. It's loose in front. They battle for it right at the side of the net. 3 Spiders behind Littman right now. Centered in front. And fanning is Courtney. We go the other way, 2-on-2. Opportunity. On the rush is Gordia. Stops in the corner. He's got Bice in front. Can't get it to him. Behind the goal. Spiders with a minute 46 remaining. Long shot, loose in front, cleared right through the crease, and nobody there to get wood on it. All the way down to the other end, we'll have an icing call as Craig Smith touches up.
Ice Dog fans,
we'll go down to the other end. 1:32 remaining, second period. 4-2 Spiders. Remember, these two teams will meet again Tuesday up at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. Coming up, between periods, John Purvis, leading scorer. We've seen him perform here tonight. Of the Spiders will be with Brett Kurtz, and we'll also have that feature that we promised you on Danny Lambert of the LA Ice Dogs. That's coming up in just moments between the second and third period. And then remember, later on tonight here on Prime Sports, our great lineup continues. The Lake Show immediately following us at 6 o'clock, and then it's the Lakers and the Jazz at 6:30 from the Great Western Forum. So stay right here on Prime Sports. You're dialed in for this entire Sunday afternoon and evening. This will take place to the right of Corrado Micallef. To his right, Carabin, the new Ice Dogs will take the draw. It's won by the Spiders, Langway. Ice Dogs try to keep it in. It's loose in the blue line. Here they come 3-on-2. The Spiders. Ferschweiler. Now leaves it in front. Redirected and a goal by Ferschweiler. What a sweet looking play that time by the Spiders. One of the prettiest goals you'd want to see. And with a minute 15 remaining in the second, it's now 5-2. And the new Spider, Ferschweiler, celebrates with his teammates. First goal of the season. And that's extra sweet because he was traded for top scorer Jeff Badil. That's a great look right there, and the redirect, and Littman way out of his cage. And Ferschweiler just went to open ice at the corner. There it is, the touch, the goal. And it's now a 3-goal lead and 2 quick ones for San Francisco. Land away again, coming up on a minute to play here in the period.
1 minute left in the second period.
1 minute remaining in the second period. Puck at center ice. Spiders are content right now. They are not a high-scoring team.
San Francisco Spiders goal scored by number 28.
In just a moment.
Ferschweiler. With assist from number 8, David Maley.
Maley gets an assist.
And
Purvis gets an assist too, so Purvis will be able to talk to Brett Kurtz between periods about that nice goal at the end of the period. 28 seconds remaining. They want more though. Cote drives one just wide. Wayne Strawn now for the Ice Dogs. The geometry pass off the wall. Now Purvis knocked down in a heap. Good play that time by Mark Chris. Period almost out. We've got 7 seconds remaining in it. One final opportunity possibly for the Ice Dogs, but Block will just drive it back in behind Micallef, and that'll do it. The horn will sound. So 2 late goals in that second period have the Spiders looking good. They lead 5-2. When we come back, we'll head downstairs, and Brett Kurtz will be with number 44 of San Francisco, John Purvis. We'll see you in a minute.
When I've got the map.
Welcome back, everybody. 5-2 San Francisco over Los Angeles. 2 late goals by the Spiders have them on top by 3. And let's go right downstairs. John Purvis is with Brett Kurtz.
Thanks, Bill. And John, you guys are getting a bit of a roll. Good win last night against Utah. Now coming in today off to a great start, up 5-2.
Yeah, we're trying to concentrate on doing the little things. You know, putting a lot of pressure on ourselves last little while, or for the longest while, actually. And things just aren't going well, so we decided to go back to the basics. Just chip the puck out, put the puck on net, and see what happens. And, you know, last night and tonight, it's happening good for us.
Now, let's talk about that goal for a second. Now, last time you guys played Los Angeles, you put one in from 180 feet on a penalty-killing situation, and it did count for an SHG shorthanded goal. I checked it out in the stats, but that goal today, that was a snipe. Come on.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting a puck off in a hurry. You know, with a guy like, I think it was Martini that was standing in front of me, I don't have the speed to beat guys like him out wide in that. So as soon as I get an angle on the net, I got to take a shot right away, and that's all I'm trying to do.
So I've always had the problem with guys like you always seem to always get those kind of goals where, you know, that bounce off a guy. I call it puck luck.
Yeah, well, they say goal scorers have that, but everybody gets it now and then. I mean, if things are going well for you and you're doing the things right, you know, if you're shooting a puck a lot and you're going to the net, those things will happen more often than if you don't shoot the puck and you don't go to the net. So it's one of the things I've been doing this year a lot, is going to the net, shooting the puck, and that's why I get these bounces, I guess.
You guys have really been struggling on the road. You set a record, actually, this season in the IHL for in terms of consecutive losses on the road, but lately now you guys have really gotten it going. That huge road swing, you guys did very well, played .500. The win against Utah, which we mentioned, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is, again, it's the simple game. It's easier to play a simple game when you go on the road. You don't have anybody to impress. You don't have any, you know, your own fans aren't there. You play an ugly game, as a lot of guys explain it. So you just go and you chip the puck out, you put the puck in their zone, don't give it up the blue lines, and that's the way we're trying to play all the time now. It's tougher at home because you feel as though you got to put a show on for your home crowd, but that's why the difference on the road games, I think.
You guys really seem to be in that second period especially shutting down the Ice Dogs in the neutral zone, slowing that game up and capitalizing on your opportunities. Is that something you guys talked about after the first period?
Yeah, very much so. With this club, they got a lot of speed. They got a lot of guys who can put the puck in the net. Just all around, they've got a real good hockey club. Depth-wise, it's important for us to clog up the neutral zone and get in guys' way. You know, like I said, they got a lot of speed, and the only way you can counter that is to get in their way. You know, they're taking the picking and the holding up out of the game, but it's important to stay in the guy's way and get in their way and make them go around you and slow them up some.
Is this the situation going into the third here? Same kind of concept, try and slow things up and keep them off guard?
Yeah, very much so. Even more so than that, it's going to be not losing the puck at the blue lines. That's the key in most hockey games. You watch the turnovers teams have. When you give the puck up at your own blue line or their blue line, it's a transition game, and a lot of teams have good transitional players, and that's where you get killed. And for us, it's important to continue not giving up those chances.
All right, thanks, John. Good luck the rest of the way.
My pleasure. Thanks very much.
Billy Mack, back up to you, my friend.
Good stuff, gentlemen. Enjoyed it. 5-2, Spiders over the Ice Dogs. When we come back, we'll focus in on Danny Lambert. Great defenseman for the LA Ice Dogs. That's coming up for you when we return to the Sports Arena after this. Stay with us.
That was some kick.
Absolutely.
Good kick, man.
My man Chuck with the twisted ankle kicked the 25-yarder.
We'll be talking about this for years. Did we ever tell you ladies about the kick? It was pouring rain.
Then this guy Chuck with the broken leg kicked the game winner from 45 yards.
Did I ever tell you kids about the kick?
It was a freak November blizzard.
And then your dad, in a full body cast, hit that miracle kick from 60 yards.
Things just seem to get better around a Pizza Hut pizza. You'll love the stuff we're making.
Delicious, piping hot, freshly ground and brewed 7-Eleven coffee is now being served in this elegant, special edition NHL team mug. Buy the mug, get the coffee. For a limited time at 7-Eleven.
College or pro, on the ice or the hardwood, we have something for everybody this week on Prime Sports. Monday night at 8, it's Fight Night from the Pond of Anaheim. Tuesday at 7:30, the Kings face the always tough Chicago Blackhawks. Wednesday night, Ed O'Bannon returns to Southern California as the Lakers take on the Nets. And Thursday night, Ed's brother Charles is in Berkeley as the Bruins battle Cal. Catch it all this week on Prime Sports, an equal enjoyment provider. NHL hockey It's the coolest game on earth, and you can check out Los Angeles Kings and the Anaheim Mighty Ducks all season long, right here on Prime Sports, your home team network.
Welcome back to the Sports Arena. 5-2 Spiders over the Ice Dogs. You know, it's been a successful year so far for Los Angeles, but it's really been a dream year for Danny Lambert, defenseman. Let's focus in on Danny. He stands 5'9" and weighs in well under 200 pounds. Considered small for a pro hockey player, especially for a defenseman. But Danny Lambert is one of the best two-way players in the IHL.
The key to my game is I try to quick transition, which means I try to get the puck out of our end as soon as possible. And when that happens, I try to jump into play and try to make it instead of a 3-on-3, maybe a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-2. And when that happens, I think that's when I get a lot of my opportunities to score.
He's a quarterback of our power play, and our power play is second best in the league. So, I mean, that speaks for itself.
Lambert leads the Ice Dogs with 52 points, and in December he became the first defenseman in IHL history to lead the league in scoring.
Beautiful goal back in this power play. Lisa has the puck out in front. They score! Lambert, and it's now 3-2. Los Angeles Air trying to play make. Alan Gretzky tries to feed it into a good set down to Lambert. Tries to shovel it in. He scores! Hat-trick for Danny Lambert. And it's a power play goal.
It seemed like every time I touched a puck, somebody would put the puck in the net for me. And you know, things are going very well. Our team was playing pretty well on the road. You know, a lot of those games were on the road, and it was just, I mean, one of those things. You know, I don't think I was doing anything different. It's just that every time you know, everything I touched seemed to turn to goal, which was a really nice time in my life.
This is Danny's 10th year in professional hockey. His reputation for solid two-way play earned him a spot on the Quebec Nordiques roster for a third of the 92-93 season. But these days, the NHL seems to believe that bigger is better.
I'd love to play in the NHL, there's no doubt in my mind. But unfortunately, there's a lot of doubts in other people's mind that I can play. And I think a lot of it has to do with my size.
But don't be surprised if Danny's determination finds him in an NHL jersey again.
In the back of a hockey player's mind, you never say, okay, it's over, because once you say, I'll never play in the NHL, then your drive and your ultimate goal is gone. And I think that once you lose that, it's tough to wake up in the morning and go to practice every day.
It's practice where Lambert's work ethic really shows off. When the Ice Dogs were in search of a captain earlier this season, Coach Van Boxmeer's selection seemed only natural.
Danny Lambert, he's a leader. I mean, he every night he comes out and he plays hard. And you look at him, he's 5'9", 167 pounds. He plays like he's 6'2", 210. Those are certainly things that leaders do. They play bigger than they are, and guys listen to them and follow.
Anytime you have a guy who's 5'9" or 5'10" who goes out and has a physical presence on the ice, I think that's, you know, everyone rallies around that. It's not like he's 6'4" and could easily clear out the front. He has to work very hard, and he does that. And I think, yeah, we all rally around that.
He doesn't cut corners. He doesn't cheat. He's a good guy. You know he's going to work hard. He's not separate from the team. He's one of us, and that's what you look for in a captain and a leader, and I think Danny has that.
Danny's also a leader off the ice, and he's learning to keep everything in perspective as he takes on one of his toughest roles, that of a father.
When we are losing, it doesn't matter if we lost 10-0 or we won 10-0. My child always gets up with a smile on her face, and every morning. So every morning I've got that to look forward to, and I think that puts things in order in my life also. That hey, no matter how badly I played or how bad I did the night before, I've got this little one to take care of.
So maybe bigger is better, especially when talking about the size of one's heart.
I just want to be known as a guy that gave his best every night and played hard, and he was there for the guys and for his teammates whenever called upon.
Hey guys,
Nice.
Welcome back. Both teams back out onto the ice for the third period. So let's get right to our highlights of the second period. And you know, the Ice Dogs did have their chances, Kurtzy.
They sure did. Going to see right here, Victor Gordic, a nice pass cross ice. This is Mark Hardy who's going to get the shot off. And Corrado Mikkoff, we talked about it, what a nice job he's done in subbing in for Stefan Beauregard.
However, the score 3-2, Mario Doyon then made it 4-2.
Here's a turnover in the neutral zone, and watch how quickly the transition game of the Spiders moves in. Right here, there's Doyon picking up the puck. And then as he lets go of this slap shot just inside the blue line, we talked about David Littman wanting to come a little bit more out to challenge that shot.
4-2 at that point, then very late, a pretty goal. And Pat Ferschweiler will finish it off.
Ferschweiler, Maley, and Bullock. Watch this little nifty little drop pass and thread the needle by Bullock. Ferschweiler wide open, not knowing for scoring. You can tell by his celebration right there after he put that goal in. The guys always celebrate. They don't score very often. They always have the biggest celebration.
First goal of the year, but everybody getting involved really in that one. Shots on goal, almost even up now. And look at the power plays, 0 for 8 combined. Here we go, underway, third period. 5-2. Dogs have some work to do right here.
They've got to get back to that high-tempo style of game again. They've got to get back to pressuring and not allowing San Francisco to slow it up and jam it up in the neutral zone.
Enjoyed John Purvis between periods, too. Interesting, and they're going to play a little ugly in this period.
And that's exactly what he said. Hey, we know what we have to do against this LA Ice Dogs team. They're quick. They like the pressure. They like the force. And we need to get the tempo of our game very, very slow.
They won't take many chances. It's at that blue line. Stopping the transition is what's so important. Dale Craigwell is really improving every game coming back from that injury. He was in there hustling. At center ice, Langway will be the first one of the puck. And it's an icing.
And that's exactly what the San Francisco Spiders want. A lot of stoppage of play, a lot of face-offs, a lot of play deep in the LA zone. And that's what John Purvis was talking about. And David Littman, see what he's been doing lately. And of course, we talked about with Kay Whitmore now coming to the team. David Littman has not been called upon as he was early in the year to really carry the weight of this team.
I like the way you put that. What have you done for me lately, Mr. Littman? Really an unfortunate turn of events for him at the end of the second period. Really cannot blame him at all for that last goal. That was really nice work. But he's given up 2 from distance, which I know he's knocking himself for. 19:08 remaining. In regulation, 5-2. If we're tied, we go to a shootout. Of course, that's what happened here on Wednesday night when the Peoria Rivermen were involved.
Interesting thing right here, too, Bill, is Kodam Van Bossmeer has gone back to the initial units at the beginning of this third period. Now with Smith and Cherney and Patrick Augusta out there, I think he's decided that the experiment's going to have to wait for another game because they want to get back into this one.
At center ice, block. As puck will travel. Out of the left, up the blue line, a one-touch pass. Cherney cannot control. Look at that work being done by Purvis to knock it free, disrupt the play. Bow Wow again. Now in on goal, McCrory gets dragged down by the combination of Block and Chris. Kind of a sandwich job on him. Down he went, nothing called. And it's those teams that are physical and big and a step slower that, you know, they've got that lead and they're really going to lean on you now. Maley just dumps it right back in. We're going to see a lot of that in this period. And they'll pick and choose their opportunities. That one's steered wide by Littman. We played 2 minutes plus here in the third period. Ice Dogs down by 3. Block to Bice, Donnie Bice. Haven't heard a whole lot of him so far this afternoon. Ferschweiler has a goal. Digging in the corner. Bumped hard there. He'll take on 2 Ice Dogs at the same time. Bice cannot flag that one down. It's taken by the Spiders. Rochford. High and deep, but not over the fence.
You see exactly what San Francisco wants to do, as you mentioned, Bill. Get the puck deep.
Alain Cote. Not close. Maley now drives it around the net. Courtney had a couple of goals last night after playing in Reno for a couple of weeks. And then the league that he's involved in Takes 2 weeks off for a vacation. That's the kind of league we want to be involved with. Here's Bice. In on goal! Hit the post! It hit the post on the backhand. After some great patience by Victor Gordiuk, he cannot beat Mikolev, whose best friend made the save.
Wow, what an opportunity for Victor Gordiuk. And a great pass by John Bice. He waited for Victor to get open and slid it through nicely. And you said it, Bill. Victor just waiting. We've heard Boxberger say many times he is skilled.
Here's a chance. Rutherford save made by Littman. Bauer in front. Craigwell right there. Here's Lilly. Centered. Save once again, point blank. That was a nice stand-up save made by Mikolev, too, as he stopped Greg Smith.
Well, Smith was wide open, but there was no one near me at all the time in the world.
So the Ice Dogs, a couple of great chances. But then at the other end, the Spiders, interesting, the game has opened up a little bit in the last couple of minutes, something San Francisco doesn't want.
They definitely don't want this, and this is the advantage of the LA Ice Dogs, kind of this madhouse scramble right now.
That one's loose in front, it's kicked away by Corrado Mikolev in lieu of Stefan Beauregard, who's usually firmly entrenched between the pipes, but not this afternoon, as Beauregard got the win last night against Utah. 15:28 remaining in regulation. 5-2's your score. It's loose again, and it's knocked wide. That's going to be a penalty as Cherney goes down. Should be interference or cross-check. It's going to be cross-checking as Cherney goes down. And when we come back, the Ice Dogs, who are starting to put some pressure on, will be on the power play. Do not move.
The Las Vegas experience is the Imperial Palace Hotel and Casino. Best value center strip with more of everything that's a resort vacation. Sumptuous meals and exotic locations. Sizzling gaming excitement. Race and sportsbook action. The world's best collection of antique and classic automobiles. Authentic Polynesian luau. And legends in concert. All at the Imperial Palace, where you don't have to spend money like a king to be treated like one. For reservations, call 1-800-634-6441.
Rolling with a Ram Tough Magnum motor, get a new Dodge Ram or a new Dakota. California's Truck Stop. A new Dodge. California's Truck Stop. You can out-drive, out-hustle, out-tough, out-muscle, out-tow, out-run, out-work, and out-fun. Show them what you got.
California's Truck Stop now offers air at no extra charge on a great selection of Dodge Ram Club cabs. Ram also has higher resale than Ford, Chevy, or GMC. Pretty cool.
California's Truck Stop. The new Dodge.
The tempo has definitely picked up here at the Sports Arena to the advantage of the Ice Dogs. But look at Dale Craigwell. And a nice job by Smith laying out there to make the nice job of deflecting off Craigwell so he doesn't get a good opportunity. He comes back in front and is unable to get it. Here's a look at the penalty right out front. Joseph Charity right there gets the cross check by, looks like Andrew Rimshaw.
Actually, Christian Prue.
Christian Prue gets the gate.
Craigwell, who had that opportunity a moment ago. In front. Craigwell again steers it wide. But Frischweiler's all over the place.
Sure, then Danny Lambert saved a goal right there. Craigwell had a wide open net.
This is a huge power play opportunity now for the Ice Dogs. I feel like they've got to convert here to right back into this Martini. That's blocked by Langway.
It's one of those opportunities we talked about, forcing the play. If there's nothing open up front, get it down deep, get it in behind the net.
5-2's your score. Patrico Gustav. Here come the Doggies. In on goal. Big shot and a save, man. Rebound in front as he couldn't hold on. Cleared and out.
Key about that shot right there, Bill. Good shot by Mark Hart as he came off the bench. There's no one in front to block the view of Corrado Mikolev.
You got to get some traffic. And Mikolev holds on. Mikolev, a little guy. Not an imposing presence at all in the nets. Check it again as Hardy blasts one.
Here's Mark Hardy, but the key is look out in front. Look at that. No one is near the front of the net to get a good screen on. Even though that's the initial rush into the zone, you got to have some guys at least coming in for the rebound, which did bounce loose. Those guys are getting in too late to get an opportunity for that rebound.
Well, he dropped it right in front. Mikolev has 22 saves this afternoon. His team leads 5-2. 14-10 remaining. We'll see if the Dogs can fuel a furious comeback for you here on Prime Sports. Remember, coming up in about 45 minutes, the Lake Show will be on, and then the Lakers and the Jazz.
Coach John Prawn has to be happy with one thing, and at the tempo of this game, because of the penalty killing situation, has slowed up. There's been more whistles, and that has been to the advantage, as we said, of San Francisco.
Off the draw, it's won by Alain Cote and company. He sends it into the LA zone. Hardy now for the Ice Dogs. Sets up behind his own net. Here he comes, orchestrating this power.